Hello there. So, the burning question is people from all over the place are asking me, what ingredients did you finally use to make your pernil? Pernil. That's a Puerto Rican pork. What did I use after, oh my goodness, so much research, looking online, talking to people, stalling, trying to come up with a plan to make the perfect pernil? So I have to tell you, the outcome was really, really delicious. I'm not even kidding. It was so good. So this is what I used. I used sofrito. That's the green one in the bottle, the Goya. Then I used, I'm gonna say it because I think I say it wrong. Recaito. Recaito. It's Recaito. That's the reddish orange in the jar. It's another Goya product. Adobo, garlic, lots of it. I made slices and ripped that baby apart and made sure I tucked all the way inside the garlic cloves. Okay, that's what I had. Fresh garlic. You can also use jarred garlic. That's the same. It's still good. Um, it's less work. Let's see, adobo. Oh, I use some cumin, however you say it. Cumin. It's a spice. I use probably about a half of table, not even no, about this much. I just kind of, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. That's probably what I did. And what I did was I got a bowl and I put the adobo in there. I put the cumin in there. I didn't measure the adobo. I just did a big helping. I put a little salt, a little pepper. Then I put olive oil in there, and I mixed it to make it like a paste. I think next time I'm gonna use a little less olive oil. But okay, what else did I use? Orange juice. My sister told me I needed to put orange juice to break down the meat. Okay, so I put a little bit of orange juice in there. Maybe about this much in there. Just poured it in there. Mixed it all up. Let me see what else. Okay. Then I used some sazon. That's the orange packet by Goya. Then I talked to my goddaughter, and she told me I needed to put another kind of sazon in there. So she sent me something over sazon, but it had Achaito in there. I think that's how you spell it. And then she also sent me another container of Goya. I think it's like an seasoning rather. And she said you have to get it. So when she goes to the store, she's gonna pick me up some to make sure I have it for my next paneer. So then I mixed that all up, and then I think that's what I got. I got sofrito, garlic, recaito, the cumin, the orange juice, the olive oil, the salt, the pepper. Okay, and so my sister Mary told me that I needed to kind of like skin the fat on the pork. I used a pork shoulder. So what I did was I took a little paring knife and I lifted the skin right off the pork. And so I put this mixture, I shoved the garlic all in there first. I put the mixture and I rubbed it all over the place, and it says to massage it in. So that's what I did. I massaged it in, flipped it over, massaged it in there, put some more garlic in there. Then I put the skin back on top and put all of that goodness on there, and I scored it with the knife and to make sure everything gets inside. Oh my goodness. I got up at 5:30 in the morning. Okay, hold on. So then after I did all that, I covered it with plastic. I had it in a pan. I covered it over with plastic, and then I put it in the the refrigerator overnight. So I set my alarm for 5:30 in the morning because I heard it takes like 6 to 10 hours depending upon the temperature, how big it is, blah blah blah. So I got up at 5:30 in the morning, put my oven on, took the pernil out of the refrigerator and stuck it in the oven on 450 for 1 hour. Went back to bed, set my alarm to wake up at 6:30 to change the temperature to 250. It was suggested either 250 or 300. I went with the 250. And I kept it on till I want to say 11:30. Yes, I think it was 11:30. I don't know if it was 12:30, but I'm pretty sure it was 11:30. Anyway, so then I took it out. My house was smelling marvelous. It was hard to sleep because the house was smelling so good, and it was a very strong smell. Uh, it was so delicious. After I took it out of the oven, I mean, I had cooked it with tin foil. Obviously I removed the plastic and threw that out. Then I put tinfoil on there and put it in the oven. And then that's when I cooked it. In the last, I would say 15 minutes after 11:30, I switched it down to a broil. And I had taken off the tinfoil altogether and stuck it in the back in the oven and let it go for about 15 minutes. So then the skin got all crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. And it was so good. And it gets like with all the ingredients, it gets like a blackish covering of it. So you're not burning it. It's just that's the way it's supposed to be. Oh my goodness. So then I was like, let me just taste a little of this. So I took my fork and the key thing is you're hoping your outcome will be when you take that fork and you pull that meat off, it falls right off of that bone. And let me tell you, it was just coming off, coming off, coming. I was like so impressed. I'm like, yes, I did it right. I did it right. Yay. Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's one more thing. Chicken broth. That was another thing that my goddaughter had sent over. And it was another goy packet was chicken broth, so I had mixed that in too. A lot of ingredients in there. Now I don't know what you put in your pernil, but I'm open for suggestions. What you use. I know a few people have sent me recipes what they use, and I'm gonna keep trying different ones. I mean, I sent all the leftovers for the pernil with Davy home. I gave some to Deanna that was left in the bowl. It was a big hit. It was really, really delicious. When I was pulling that pork off that bone, all I was left was with the bone. Everything came clean off the bone. I was like, oh my God. And there was so much juice. And then I mixed it. And then I put it in a separate bowl to serve it. And then I got the juice and I put it over it and I mixed it and I tasted it again. And it was like so good. So good. If you never made it. So Tom, to answer your question, Tom Gonzalez, my cousin, you said, what did I finally go with? That was what I finally went with. And if you, like I said, I have to talk to, I guess, Tom, as a Deanna Gonzalez, Peter's daughter. I have to talk to Peter's daughter, and get her recipe. I think it was Peter, or maybe it was Amy Gonzalez. I'm not sure, but maybe it was Amy. Anyway, I gotta reach out to my cousins and see what they did. Maybe my cousin Miriam. Um, anyway, 2 thumbs up, man. I say 10 fingers up. Thanks for watching. Bye.